Oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, Lord, I wanna be in that number. When the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when
These clashes where it is a bit of a, could be a preview into the finals, some of the finals contenders playing against each other. And it looks like we've got a pretty good team sheet in front of us. I know there's a few boys who've played Prems, I think, in both sides. You're probably a bit more familiar with the names there, but anyone to keep an eye on in tonight's game?
Yeah, William Duller for Waratahs and Parker Fawcett for St Mary's are probably the two best players on the ground.
Perfect. So we're set to get underway, and one of those boys, Parker Fawcett, he'll start in the middle in the ruck against his Waratah teammate, looks like. Tars Ruckman got the first hit out. We'll come back to them in the middle of the ground. St Mary's managed to pick it up out of the scrimmage, but it's a pretty tight contest there. Running onto it and picking it up is Joel Burke. In fact, he doesn't pick it up. He just kicks it along the ground, gets it inside 50 now for the first touch of the game. Get it forward. Kicked forward now by Angus Cook to full forward, but off the ground it's marked by Clancy McCormick, fullback for the Tars. He plays on now. Big booming kick outside 50. And that's almost hands in the back. In fact, it's paid that way. So free kick to St Mary's on that half forward flank. Goes inside 50. Not a great kick though. Couldn't really find a target. And Tars defence will look to mop it up again, although haven't done a great job of it. Working it forward to St Mary's and running onto it. Hacked it through, and it's just through for a behind. So our first score of the game goes to the Saints.
Yeah, I think that was Young Cock, maybe. Waratahs here looking to kick it out. Looking for options. Can't see the number there. It's 22. McCormack, the captain, goes long down the line looking for Big Jewel. Jewel contests with Fawcett. Fawcett knocks it down. Contest in the half forward flank here for St Mary's. No one able to get it out. Jewel gets it out. Long kick down the line. Looking for an option and finds... Is it Verodos? Verodos there in the contest. Williams handballs it out. Jewel with the pick up. Slips through. Duller taking in a tackle. Dishes the football out. Stephanakis held with the footy. Footy comes out again. Waratah's out here through Daly Water, who has kicked a few goals this year for him. Oh, great pressure there from St Mary's. The ball knocks out. Daly Water again in there, looking for the hands. Ball goes out towards Duller. Good contest. All willing here. Another one. No one willing to get it out here. A lot of football on the ground here early. And a free kick. The umpire's found a free kick for maybe a throw here. Going to Michael Romolo, Will.
Yeah, slippery conditions to start off, and perhaps a few players haven't really touched the ball much over the Christmas break.
Yeah, Connor Williams, it looks like, the kick out.
And that kick intercepted there by Big Jewel. He started the game very well, making his presence felt. Ball almost obtained by Parker Fawcett, but ultimately bounces over the boundary line.
Yeah, both sides, I think, have a few borders out as well, a few guys, but Waratahs with that Tiwi connection. A lot of Tiwi boys.
So the ball will be thrown in just forward of wing for the Tars on that far side. Jewel try to get the tap down. Hasn't found a teammate yet, though. A snap comes out and works its way forward. Big May, the target. He couldn't take a mark. He's on the ground now. He'll paddle it out, but Saints there in numbers. Picked up Kick forward, bounces and ricochets forward. There's Daly Water, again trying to make his presence felt, but kicked out of there by Ethan Bush. And he finds a target. Don't know if he intended it, but it's paid off for him. Here's Joel Burke on the back flank. Makes an appeal for a teammate to lead. Instead, he just kicks it long and high. Forced it at the fall of it. He couldn't take the mark. High tackle will be paid the way of Ethan Coleman. Wearing this socks up tonight, Robbie.
Yeah, going socks up, going the old school. Goes long down the line to Williams, McWilliams.
Good mark
Marks
there.
half forward. He's got Bangarang Armat deep by himself. Armat moves for him. Footy goes towards Armat. Armat launches. Ball gets knocked down. Devery there at the fall of the ball. Dishes it out. Oh, boundary throw in here. Bangarang Armat, the brother of Cairo Armat, who's playing some rugby league footy, and Braxton Armat, the premiership player from last year. Yep, got a boundary umpire there, wasn't too certain.
You notice with some of these footy clubs, particularly Saints is one of them, a lot of familiar names. Not as many in tonight's lineup, but I saw Armat and I thought he'd definitely be part of the family there.
Yeah, he'd be about 6'3", 6'4" as well. He's a big boy.
Ball bounced in, or thrown in. No one really got it out of the contest there. Trying to work his way through Cooper Murley. Still in dispute. Cooper Best now. Try to work it out. Free kick pulled out of there, and it'll go the way of Waratah.
Cooper Best, the best and fairest winner last year for the Waratah under-18s. Played some Premier League football as well, and a former St Mary's junior. Looking for an option down the line here. He's going to go long down the wing, old scoreboard, in front of the old scoreboard here. The flyers fly, but Romolo reads that best, and Romolo goes back off the mark looking for an option. Has Williams moving down the line. Is he going to go that way? He does. Mick Williams, a bit short. Yep, Ethan Barling runs through with the hands it out. Duller, clean, picks up the footy. Dances, moves, shakes, looks inboard, hits the kick, misses. Contest in the middle here. Waratah player there. Yep, Murdoch's out. Looks, down the line. St Mary's football player there. First one out down for it. Jed Fairchild. Fairchild clean below the legs, below the knees, and goes along to Romolo down the line. Is it out in the full?
Good
yes,
effort.
it is.
Good effort from Fairchild there. He came on the bench and ran straight down to that back line. He could sort of read the play that was going to move down. Waratah will have another opportunity to launch it forward here. Kick goes in that centre corridor direction. It's tapped down. Duller and Baldock. That'll be an interesting clash if those two man up on each other all night. Kick forward very slightly by Morgan, and Tars work it back outside 50. Another opportunity. Great kick there, marked by Javon Dalywater, just inside 50.
Yeah, Javon Dalywater, he's played a few games this year, and he has, I think early in the year, me and Stu Davis done a call and he kicked 2 or 3 goals and looked like a shining light up there for him up forward. And yeah, he's going for a shot here, probably 50 metres out, 48. Lines it up and, it's got the distance. No, punch through. So rush behind there for the Waratah Football Club that ties up all scores level.
Here's Jed Fairchild kicking it in from fullback. Umpire calls another free kick going the way of St Mary's. In fact, is it going the way of Tars? It is.
Yeah, it is, to Braden Wade. Oh, he's taking them on.
Kicks towards goal. It'll bounce across. Won't have the distance either. And another free kick, this time going the way of St Mary's. Last line defence. Looked like it was a push out there. Again against, this one's against Terry Paneris. So he goes long outside the 50. Good mark there. Fairchild. Goes a short one. Intercepted though. Couldn't take the mark. Saints will get the rub of the green here. And a good mark running back with the fight by Ian Orr. Couldn't take it. Umpire called play on. There's Jewel. He gets boot to ball. Went forward to O'Dwyer. He was tackled without it. Umpire called play on. Umpire downfield has called a free kick going the way of O'Dwyer. Just lets his opponent know about it. In fact, it'll go to Ollie Paulson. He plays on now. Just threw it on the boot. Big long kick. Ugly looking one off the boot, but it'll get to the distance. That one there kicked out by Daniel Morgan for St Mary's. Tars G, great attack on the ball by Paulson again. Second attempt and another free kick going his way.
Ollie Paulson with a bit of rugby union background as well. And they haven't made the mark here. And Paulson's going to shoot. And has he got it?
I think he has.
He's
What a
trailed it.
goal. Oh, hit the post last line.
Yeah, it's really bad loose check in there from the St Mary's players there. Just left him and he had a shot and, yeah, it would have been a goal. Brendan Nathaniel here with the kick-out option. Probably looking long to Parker Fawcett, the joint captain. Short kick. Barling cuts it off. Oh, is that 50? Yes, it is. And Ethan Barling's going to get 50 metre there from Parker Fawcett knocking the football out of his hands. And very costly. Ollie Paulson, their great play. And that's one of the credits with Ollie Paulson's football. He is hard at the footy and that half-back flanker that needs a bit more polish to his game. But, yeah, you can't teach that sort of hardness. And Ethan Barling puts the first one on the board for today's game.
Interesting you mentioned he's got a rugby union background, and as soon as you said it, you can see it in his game. He's just got ferocious attack on the ball, and his kicking style, well, it doesn't really look that good, but it's got that rugby drop kick type of technique to it, and those two kicks he did on inside 50, although one bounced through for a behind, the other one just sort of to the top of the square. They didn't look too bad.
No, they didn't, and he played Premier League footy last season as a 15-year-old, and he's 16 this year, and he hasn't played this year, hasn't been able to break into that Waratah. It is a very strong lineup, though, at the Waratah's Premier League, but hasn't been able to break into that side yet. He's going to, he's moving on to Michael Romley, his former teammate in the juniors.
9.5 minutes in, and Waratah has the first score on the board. 1-2-8, they lead St Mary's with the Solitary behind. Pretty even contest so far, Robbie. Yeah,
definitely is, and Waratah's going against the historically scoring end as well.
Good hit out there from Jewel. Looking to mop it up best. Gets a handball out back to Jewel. Snapped inside 50. No one at the drop of the ball, so picking it up will be a St Mary's defender. Good smother though. Here comes Daly Water. Runs onto his left. Open goal. Kicks towards and it bounces through. So 2 in a minute for Tars, and they extend their lead to 13 points through Javon Daly Water.
Yeah, it was a beautiful goal there. Beautiful crumb. Madrid didn't do too much wrong there, but you know the footy's spilt out there, and yeah, we're seeing the contest here. Cooper Best, very clean below his knees, hands it out there to Big Jewel, who's got a basketball background, as we like to talk about. Madrilli attacks the footy well, and the great smother there from Murdoch, and Daly Water was able to get the lick of the ice cream from that contest. Geez, really quick start here from the Warriors. I think they really need this as well. You need top three. Top three is the best in territory footy up here. You're able to get the double chance, and St Mary's obviously with a few players out, and Waratah's the decently strong lineup in today. Coach Dirk Alba on the boundary there.
Yeah, and always good to get a win first up after Christmas. They do say that it's a tale of 2 seasons up here. You've got the pre-Christmas, the 12 matches pre-Christmas, and 6 weeks afterwards as well before finals. So you want to make sure you get those wins on the board after Christmas, Rob.
Yeah, definitely got to bank them. So Ethan Coleman's moving to the ruck here. Cooper Best again, first at the football. Oh, given holding the ball there. Needs a bit of prior. Jed Fairchild moves the football in, and Mick Williams on the chest delivery. Right on the tit there. Great delivery there from young Fairchild. He's another 15-year-old, and you like to see a lot of young 15-year-olds in the competition, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see the grassroots growing up.
Yeah, and same with Mick Williams, who's lining up. He's a joint captain, but he's 15, 16 years of age as well.
Good kick, but he's hooked it a long way. And just a behind for McWilliams.
St Mary's yet to get that get a goal here. It's McCormick, the captain, goes along down the line, looking for Empescato. Ball gets out the back. Nick Stephanakis, good smother by Orr. Football comes out. Hands out. Alba, smothered kick. Fairchild clean below the knees. Needs to get rid of it and doesn't get rid of it quick enough. And good tackle there from young Metcalf. He was really clean below the knees there, but just had to be a bit more quicker there, Will. Nick Stephanakis as well, a player that played in the Premiership 2 years ago for me as a 15-year-old. First touch for the game. Going to need a big game from him. It's with 3 minutes 30 to go in the game. First quarter.
Ball goes down the wing. Just to a pack. No one could take the mark. At the fall of it, here's Morgan. He's been pretty lively so far. He snaps it forward. It's Mitch Connors, in fact. Both with the long hair tonight. In the middle of the ground, it just spills forward for St Mary's. But Tars seem to have a bit more attack on it. A bit more presence around the ball. Who can get it out first, though? Looking to extract it. St Mary's, they edge it just a bit forward. Sometimes that's all you need in these wet and slippery conditions. Just gain some territory, but Dulla picks it up. Big high ball at the fall of it. It's 1-on-3. Daly Water the one. He nearly took the mark. In fact, he nearly took them on as well. But Saints just use their numbers and work it forward. Now with Romello, kicks it inside 50. Not a great kick, but couldn't be marked there. St Mary's, they might get away with one here. Snap towards goal, and it's well offline. In fact, that's out on the full. Perhaps a bit too hungry there, Robbie.
Yeah, definitely. Ethan Barling there just had to be a bit more courageous there and just take that mark. It was there for him. That's the difference between being a Premier League footballer. You've got to back into those contests like that. And Byron Armat, normally he's pretty good as well, taking those snap opportunities, was unable to get it. Long down the line here, Fairchild sets himself, ball falls down to the front, Stefanakis, good smother there from young Clancy McCormick, the captain.
Great leadership there from him as well, helping lift his team.
Yeah, he's been taking the kickouts tonight so far today. St Mary's going to need to find another gear here. We've got Nathan McPhee at the contest, Ethan Coleman here, the full forward up to the ruck. And find a way to get around Waratah's bigs. Waratahs are looking the bigger side, aren't they, Will?
Yeah, definitely. They've got a few big boys out there. That one will come over the back. Not a great hit out, though. St Mary's work it forward. Probably not as clean as they could have been. And running onto it will be Cronk. Has another go. In fact, it's Barling now. He gets it over the top to Dulla. Dulla's got a few to beat. Just dances around him again. Barrels it through. Not a pretty barrel, but that'll do in the wet weather. St Mary's, though. Quick handball. Now another kick inside 50. Dulla couldn't take the mark. Big Coleman, a big high kick inside 50. Armat, he'll be reading the fall of it. In fact, it was Ollie Polson again at the fall of it. He couldn't take a mark. Ball still alive. Now finally goes over and we'll have a throw in that forward pocket. Saints lurking and wanting their first goal. With just over a minute left in this first quarter.
Yeah, if you just joined us at home, Cooper Best has been very good for Waratahs with Ethan Barling, Dulla and the big ruckman as well. Forgot his name, but he's Jewel. He's
Clayton Jewel.
Yeah, but he's been very good. Contest here, big Emboscado gets to it first, needs to get rid of it, took it out of the ruck, and he does so. Out in the full here, so we've got 30. Well, the players have to jump over the fence to grab it. We've got 30 seconds here. St Mary's going to get this footy in long to Byron Armat here and get a contest.
That's exactly where they go. Armat, not a great kick, and Tars defender just put himself between Armat and the ball, and it's gone over the boundary line.
Yeah, he had Mick Williams really deep as well to that fat side, and there's a bit of space out there. But it looks like that'll probably see us out there. Player young cock jumping over the fence, and St Mary's, who's caught your eye early? I think Romelo's been all right.
Yeah, he's been all right. I have liked big Ethan Coleman. He's been good as well, and Parker Fawcett. They're probably playing a bit of a dual role in the ruck.
Yeah, and Jed Fairchild as well.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. Sort of in the back half and even moved a little bit up into the middle too.
Yeah, so Waratahs 2-2-14 at quarter time lead St Mary's 0-2. Stay tuned for the second quarter.
To the left of your radio they go.
Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Beautiful. Goes for home and it's nailed an absolute ripstorter. From the pocket and he's kicked an absolute ripper.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium here, under 18 football. We've got St Mary's up against Waratahs with Rob Hull, Will Zawar. It's 2-2-14. Waratahs leading 0-2 to St Mary's. Will, St Mary's at top of the ladder, so a bit of a surprise early here.
Yeah, a little bit, in saying that the Tars goals that came in a bit of a flurry. I think we had 2 in a minute. Firstly to Ethan Barling, and then Jovan Daly Water? He kicked one just straight out of the middle. Apart from that, it was a pretty even contest. In saying that, 2 goals in this sort of weather can be a big difference, and 3 goals even more so. So Saints would want to get the first on the board. We'll start with Coleman on Connors in the middle. Let's see who can get the first hit out.
Ethan Coleman here goes up. Waratah player hits it down, but Baldock there first with it. Nathan McPhee presents at the football, marks, looks inboard. It's going to go deep. It comes off the side of his boot there. The football comes out next. Stefanakis on the half-forward flank for St Mary's. Clean pick-up. Turns on a dime, handballs it out. McPhee with a snap around the corner. Waratah player there to crumb it. Young Devery picks it up clean, handballs out, slung without the football, and will get a free kick, I believe. Yes, he will. So young Shannon Devery looking inboard here. He's got a 3-man forward line in there. Bangarang Armat presents. Got to be quicker. Football goes to Armat. Armat goes. Great contest there from the Waratah backman. Misses the football but regains it. Boots it out of the danger zone. Murdoch with the contest. Bush first to the footy. Dishes out to Stefanakis. Ethan Bush just slung to the ground there, and Ethan Bush will take a free kick here. Will looking inside forward 50.
It was a good lead there from from Byron Armat, but just didn't quite get to him quick enough. That's a high kick inside 50, and another free kick to St Mary's. Not the start that the Tars and Coach Alba would have wanted. This will be Angus Cook lining up from probably just outside 50, so under 18s level from 50. Sometimes it's easy as you like, and sometimes it's the biggest kick they've ever done.
Yeah, Cock, he's kicked some goals and I've watched previously, but yeah, he might be right on his mark here. But I think he's a footballer from South Australia, so a South Australian connection here with St Mary's. Him and maybe Parker Fawcett. He's lining up here from 50 metres. Wet footy. Overcompensates there, and looks like he almost had the distance, though.
Yeah, definitely had the distance, but as you said, probably just ran inside and tried to bring the angle back a bit too much. That ball comes in there, not marked there by Barling, but he's got plenty of time and space. He just kicks it into space down on the wing. Looks like Saints will be first to it, but the ball bounces beyond all comers. Picking it up there is, I think it's Parry. Now, Izzy Baldock at the bottom of the pack. He's taken high. We'll get the free kick. Just behind centre, plays on and kicks one out to the wing. Good vision there, great kick. Kept it low and hard. Now it's Jed Fairchild down that far wing. Again, kicked it into space, right idea, but just didn't execute it properly.
Yeah, St Mary's playing a bit better here at the start of this second quarter, but just haven't been able to be clean with the football there. And Ethan Barling here on the half-back flank for the Warriors, looking for an option. Decides to go long down the line. Coleman there, first to it, knocks it forward. Contest. St Mary's player wants it more and deserves a free kick for that. Isaiah Baldock, the veteran of under 18 football. He's his 4th year. Might be his 50th game today. Looks long down the line. Goes long. Armat going to launch here. Doesn't get to the contest. Ball forward. McPhee with the snap. Football goes to McWilliams. McWilliams needs to get there. Paulson, too good. Steps around. Long down the line kick. Into the centre corridor. It's willing and able. Football comes out. Leo King the first there. Madrill to clean it up. Nice and clean. Finds an option down the line. Looks for Parker Fawcett. Fawcett first to the football. Fumbles it. Barling with the hands. Duller. Very clean. The Tiwi Bomber. Torpedoes it into the midfield here, but Williams is there first. Football comes out. Beautiful hands out to Nathaniel. He's the Dustin Fletcher lookalike. Clean from Devery. Out to Fawcett. Fawcett needs to get it inside 50 and does. Cock needs to go. He doesn't. Football falls down. Matt misses it. It's very slippery stuff down here. That was Cooper Murley. Down the line to Big Jewel. I think might have started forward, Big Jewel. Jewel in the middle of the TIO Stadium here, home of territory football. Goes out long here to Mitchell Connors, I believe.
Plenty of space in that forward line, Robbie. He runs onto it, picks it up. He's tackled, got a handball away. Umpire called play on. Dubious handball, and St Mary's have their numbers there. Here's Paneris. He rolls around, kicks, finds a target but couldn't mark it. Was Connor Williams, so he has to keep going. He goes down the line looking for Parry. And a Tars player gets the better of it, kicks it inside 50. Just to a pack and plenty of St Mary's players there. Snap out of the pack though. Only through from behind, and Waratah's playing daring footy, looking to make the most of their opportunities. That's the first, probably best shot we've seen on goal this quarter, Robbie.
Yeah, definitely. William Murdoch there, very clean, and I don't think it was too far off. Nathaniel, the Dustin Fletcher lookalike, runs out of half back. Good spoil by Ian Orr. Ian Orr halved the contest, handballs it out. Murdoch there, the guy that just shot, needs to be quick. Handballs it out. The umpire's going to pay that holding the ball. Michael Romelo's probably been in the best 3 players for St Mary's. Gets it in a back pocket. Needs an option down the line here. St Mary's are a bit shorter today.
Ian Orr looking a bit sore there near the boundary line in the forward pocket. We'll keep an eye on him. Izzy Baldock, he missed the mark. Picked the ball up though, wrapped up in a tackle. Probably in a bit of a headlock. Umpire couldn't see it though, and Duller just slings him down. Umpire says, calm down, boys. We'll have a ball up. And Orr still in a bit of trouble down that forward pocket.
Yeah.
Getting to his feet now.
Yep.
Umpire balls it up. Jewell takes it uncontested. Tars working forward. Here's Murley. Slung 360 degrees. Got rid of it. Umpire called play on. Ball still at the bottom of the pack with him. Picking it out is Jallo now. Can't get it out cleanly though. Got boot to ball with Stefanakos. Just soccers it forward again, and he might have another crack. This will be his 4th in a row. He does. Ooh. What's the umpire going to call there? Very close to the boundary line. I think he's got away with it, and it'll just be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, I reckon that just hit right on the line there, I think.
Tars bench appealing for a free kick out on the full. Boundary umpire confers.
Paulson's got the free kick here. Paulson looking long down the line here.
Have a look at this ball drop here. He does sort of sweep around onto it as they do with a drop kick in rugby. So you mentioned he'll have another crack at it.
Yeah, and he played soccer as a youngster as well, so it might be some bit of that.
It's a little bit potentially he's a goalkeeper, Robbie. He's got that goalkeeper sweep as well.
So all the numbers have gone back here into the Waratahs forward line. But they've got Big Jewell down the line and a few others. Waratahs with the 3 or 4 big boys and all the blondes. Oh, short kick, but Jewell's going to get there. Ball falls out the back. The Waratah player gains, needs to get rid of it, does. Contest here. Great Mick Williams there. Williams with the kick out. Romelo here to gather the football, gets it on half back for St Mary's, looks corridor, has Nathaniel running. Dusty Fletcher lookalike, he runs off half back here but pulls up, looking for another option, sees Romelo in the corridor, goes there. Romelo gathers the football, clean mark, looks down long down the line, finds Izzy Baldock, not clean, gets out the back, Barling with the soccer. Football here, not good hands by Madrill. Again, Madrill gathers back, looking for an option across half forward for the Sainers, and a bad turnover kick there to Embascado. Big centre back, Embascado.
Very scrappy footy. He goes down the line now. Almost hands in the back again from the Tars play, but umpire calls play on. Slight kick forward. Good mark there. Great effort. I think that's from Devery on the half forward flank. He goes short and inside there to Romello. He goes back, and the Saints lurking. They just need to convert now. Goes to Big Arm Matt in the forward pocket. Couldn't take the mark.
Oh, great gather.
Good sweep there. Kick on goal. Will that go through? Oh, just to behind. That would have been a ripper and lit the Saints up from Devery. Wasn't to be.
Yeah, if you're going to be... Shannon Devery's a very small player, but if you're going to be small, you've got to be clean, and he's been very clean today. And that's the 4th point now for the Sainers. Embascado looking long down the line. Looking for Jewell. Jewell flies, misses the football. Ball gets knocked forward into the St Mary's forward 50. Waratah's clean here. Ian Orr, he's recovered from his previous injury. A dangerous corridor kick. Barling there, though, halves the contest. Football comes out. Duller, clean, turns on a dime. The Tiwi Bombers, Premier League footballer, snaps the football out here to... Is that Eddie Tipalua?
It is.
Yep, Madrill with the contest here and well held in there against McCormack. He had prior, and the umpire believes he did.
And Tars play not happy with that at all in Cooper Merley.
So that's, Madrill, who's been very good in this quarter. Football gets out the back. Jewell with the contest. No goals scored yet in this quarter. Jewell handballs the footy out. Young Cronk. Football out again. Good hands. Duller fumbles. regains, hands it out to Jewel. Jewel with the corridor kick here. Nathaniel reads it first. Oh, here we go.
Tars are away.
Daily Water here, clean. Nut fumbles, gets it, regathers, needs a snap on goal. The Waratah boys are running on here. You got Alba. Alba's first to it. Is he going to get there? And he does. Young Josh Alba, son of the coach, Dirk Alba, was able to get there, read it out the back and get it out the back there, Will. And first goal of the second quarter, and it comes, geez, what's that? 10 minutes, 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, the first goal of that first quarter came about the same time, probably about 30 seconds earlier. So not too much of a surprise in terms of the time. But as we said, that first goal of this quarter would be important. St Mary's weren't able to get it. They now find themselves 17 points down. And in these conditions, that can be a pretty big margin. They're almost 2 points away from being a very long way down if it gets beyond 3 goals.
Yeah, and St Mary's have the two big fellas as well, the two boys of African descent. That one of the boys has won a league medal and they're out of tonight's game, and it's starting to show a bit. Big Clayton Jules starting to get his hands on it, and then they're just looking taller down the line. Emprescado's been good at centre half back. Ethan Coleman here going in for the ruck contest. Jewel knocks it forward.
Too easy.
But to the advantage of Fairchild. Fairchild gathers, goes back corridor. Good smother by Dulla. Madrill needs to be clean here. Fumbles, regathers, up, fumbles again. Dulla here first to the football. Turns on a dime. Football out. Alba again. Needs to get it into the corridor, into the 50. Does Fairchild with courage. Misses. Football comes out. Willing and able here. Baldock first to the footy. Hands it out to Nathaniel. Good hard ball gather there. Ethan Coleman here with Ian Orr. Coleman first to it.
Saints just not clean. They should have been a lot cleaner than that.
That's a
hit
that.
There on Murley's. Probably milked that for all it's worth, but it was definitely there.
What's the umpy doing here?
No, just... he's having a chat with him. No, he's calling it back. Doesn't look like he's... Oh, he is.
Yeah, it's a real dangerous one, that one.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. It wasn't with too much bad intent though, was it, Will? But
no, and I think
those ones.
Yeah, as I said, Murley's probably seen that there, and he's done his duty in terms of making sure it's a free kick. But regardless, those hits, you hit him badly, and it can be really bad for the player. So no malice in it, but probably a worthy yellow card there. Good mark there from Izzy Baldock in the back line. Doesn't have a lot forward. Just goes a short one across now to Madrill. And that back flank. And Saints, they know here that they need to get the next one, or it could be a long way back. Handball comes out the back for Waratah, though, now with Orr. And Tars could be away. Kick deep, it'll beat all of them. Running back will be Mitch Connors. Boundary line will beat them all, though.
Yeah, well, St Mary's really dominated the first half of this second quarter, and Waratahs pulled the power back a bit here and had a repeat inside 50s, and the St Mary's backline have been under a lot of pressure. Madrill, Nathaniel, Williams, they've all had to deal with it a fair bit, and Saints really need to hold on and can't let a goal get through here, Will.
No, absolutely not.
3 minutes to go, so plenty of time for both sides to score. Football comes in. Nathaniel halves the contest down to Baldock. Baldock with a quick kick. Ian Orr there ready and reads it. Needs to get back off his mark quickly and try to get it inside 50. He's got Alba leading. He's going to go goals. Ian Orr lines up. Doesn't get a clean purchase on the footy, and Leo King marks.
Shocker off the boot. He actually got told to play on there, and I think the man on the mark didn't hear the call, so he's just made the most of it. Now here with Nathaniel. He plays on that back pocket as well. Saints looking to move. Looks to Stefanadikis. He grabs it and just moves. Saints know they need to go, but they're not clean. They haven't been clean all day. It is scrappy out there, but Tars have just made the most of their opportunity. Saints might have another go here. Terry Paneris, he runs through, picks it up, kicks it forward to a contest. McWilliams, he couldn't mark it. Running through Devery. Comes back now to McPhee. He kicks it forward to Big Byron Armat. He takes the mark, finally got one to land. No. Yes. And I've been impressed with him tonight. His leads have been good. His teammates have probably let him down. A few times they've kicked it to him too late and he's run out of room to move and defenders caught up with him. Probably deserves a couple more shots on goal than he's had, Robbie.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was the game I commentated against Buffaloes and he was quiet. Then one quarter, he kicked 3 or 4 goals and just turned it on and turned the game. And Saints ended up winning by 3 or 4 from there. And but now, yeah, Byron Armat here lining up. He's probably going to kick it from 45 out. Armat, a famous footballing name in the territory. Armat, it goes slits off the boot there a bit, and Emboscado knocks it through. And Samurais almost have a goal now, Will. So they're on 5 points. Just need one more.
And he wouldn't be happy with that, Armat. As you said, he probably knows that he is one of the players who could turn this game on its head. And really, as I said, his teammates have let him down a bit, but that's not to say that he's got his own role to play, and he hasn't really had an impact on this game as of yet. Kick out into that back pocket now. I think it's Ian Orr told to move. Kicks it down the wing. Bevan Maher, the target. He'll run onto it at the back. No, he won't. It'll be St Mary's through Romello. He goes into the middle of the ground.
Good hit.
Plenty of green and gold numbers now running forward.
Only 50 seconds to go here. Burke marked it in the centre corridor. They switched it over to the other side to Williams.
They need to go.
Yeah, they needed to go inside 50 there. Very strange decision.
Too many Tars jumpers back there now. He goes a short one forward. And again, lots of red and white there at the fall of the ball, though. Saints might make it work. Force it. He picks it up. Tackled. Kicks it inside forward to Grubber. Running onto it now. McPhee got it back to a Tars defender. And now kicked out of the danger zone. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Picking it up there is Paulson. He's been very good. He gets a hands over to Vrodos. Vrodos a hands over as well to Daly Water. Whistle's called. Umpires say play on. Lets it go. Now comes back to Burke. Burke now to Jallo. He kicks it forward and it'll be marked. No, it won't. Good attack on the ball there from Fawcett. Prevented the mark to O'Dwyer. Baldock tackled. And not the umpire. The siren beats them all to it. So at half time, it's a 16-point lead to Waratah, 3-3-21. They lead St Mary's. 5 points yet to kick a goal.
Yep, 3 goal scorers for the Warriors as Josh Alba's got 1, Daly Water and Barling 1 each. For the Waratahs, Best, Barling, Emboscado, Jewel and Darla have been very good. And for Saints, Nathaniel, Material, Romulo and Fairchild. Stay tuned, guys, for the second half.
To the left of your radio, they go.
Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Beautiful. Goes for home and has nailed an absolute ripstorter. From the pocket, and he's kicked an absolute ripper.
Hello and welcome back to TIO Stadium here, under 18 football, St Mary's versus Waratahs. Top of the table, not the clash, but St Mary's top of the ladder. Waratahs leading here, 3-3-21 to 0-5-5, Will.
Yeah, very good game so far. Waratah with a bit of a surprising, I should say, lead. 16 points at half-time, 3-3-21 to St Mary's. 5 behinds yet to kick a goal. Bit of push and shove in the middle there from Jed Fairchild and Cooper Merley. Have probably been two of the best players for their respective sides. Umpire's just checking there's enough players in each section of the ground. The 6-6-6 rule, as we like to call it. And the goals first off was Ethan Barling and Jovan Dailyward in the first quarter. Josh Albert chipped in with one from the goal square, got on the end of one in that second quarter.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the floodgates open a bit here. We've only had the 3 goals, and 3 goals, 8 so far, and it's been a very contested ball on the ground sort of, football, and has been 2 weeks now since the guys have played, and they probably haven't trained too much as well over that Christmas break.
And particularly since that third goal, Waratah definitely just seemed to be walking a bit taller. We'll see if that trend continues in this third. Jewel on Coleman, and Jewel gets the first hit out of the quarter. Again, straight to a St Mary's player. Izzy Baldock was the man. Umpire will have a ball up in the middle of the ground, so we'll have another crack. I think it was Coleman who got hands to it that time. Baldock again, he'll get the first disposal. Clearance to Coleman, not very far, all of 6 metres. Picked up now by Cooper Best. Hand over the top to Jewel. Jewel tackled, big strong tackle there by Fairchild. Umpire let it go. Baldock picks it up and kicks it forward. Couldn't get marked, and a good hand over the top there from Emboscado. Now ball comes through to Best. Best kicks it forward over the top of Ma. Dailyward getting involved too. Running through to it now is Mitch Connors. Picking it up, Mitch Murphy. And Stephanakos gets the ball through, but Waratah finally work it forward. A big high kick and a mark. No, not quite to Murdoch. Taz have worked it a fair way forward. They might have an opportunity here. Big Bevan Ma picks it up, throws it on the boot, rolls forward. Handballed out there from Bush. And now a kick out of that defensive 50. Good one-on-one contest there, and Cooper Best has done well to have an impact, but St Mary's will work it forward. There, Coleman, he kicked it to the forward flank, enforced it, his target. They can't work it cleanly, St Mary's. It's been the trend all night. Here's Barling. Big, strong tackle there from Devery. And St Mary's kick it back down the line. In fact, it's Tars kick it back down the line, but three St Mary's players there. And Izzy Baldock, he's started this quarter best on ground, I'd say. He's been all over it. Had about 4 or 5 touches already. In the middle there, McPhee, he tried to work it forward also for St Mary's. They can't take it cleanly though. Bulldogging his way through was the Tars midfielder, and now one of the big fellas, Ian Orr, he picks it up, gets a handball forward. Waratah work it forward to the flank. Orr, he was there to follow up his work. Big strong tackle there from Mitch Murphy, and a great statement from Waratah to start this third quarter.
Mitch Murphy on true centre wing here. Yeah, but young folks had to be a bit more quicker there and get rid of the footy. Murph goes long down the line here. Contest, gets out the back. Bevan Ma there. Ethan Bush runs past it. Ball goes inside 50 for Waratahs, and this ball was going to go out of bounds.
Great kick there. No one up forward, but it's just rolled over the boundary line. They've gained 60 metres from that one kick, so you'd be pretty happy with that in these conditions. Yeah,
definitely. And St Mary's have looked the better side in the first 3 minutes here, but Waratahs with pretty much the second or third inside 50 here. Coming inside here, we got William Duller here at the feet of this contest, and a few other guys with Premier League experience. William Murdoch as well, who's played a bit of Div 1 footy. And you got Romolo coming in there. Baldock has started well. Nathaniel rucks this contest. Duller's there. Crumbs, snaps, smothered by Ethan Bush. But Duller was first to leave the contest, gets to the football, is clean, but then fumbles, and then Williams goes to ground. Duller dives on it, Williams dives on it, and they're both dived on it, and they're hugging each other. How's the umpire going to see this one? And the umpire's going to ball this one up. William Duller.
You're absolutely right about St Mary's starting this on fire, but Waratah were just holding fast at half-back, and again, it's been the theme all night. They've just been a lot cleaner when they have had the ball. St Mary's getting plenty of it, but just can't use it well. There's big Nathaniel, the go-go gadget arms.
Yeah.
He just threw it on the boot. He's gained plenty of ground with that one too and rolled over the boundary line. So an equally impressive effort there.
Yeah, and it really need a big second half here, St Mary's from Parker Fawcett. But he has carried them a lot during the year, so maybe it's an opportunity for other players to stand up as well. We're on the other side here, on the in front of the old TIO green scoreboard, sorry. And then we got here big Coleman and Jewel going for the ruck contest. Coleman wins it down first, goes to Fairchild. Fairchild gathers to Coleman. Coleman soccers it forward and out of bounds on the full there from Coleman. Cooper Best here regains the football and gets an opportunity to look down the line, see something he likes. Daly Water, I believe it is. Daly Water marks true centre wing. Turns around, does a step, a bit of pace there, acceleration and through the middle. Football goes towards Murdoch. Fairchild there first to Crummett. Nathaniel, he's been very good today. Gathers, torps the football out of the contest to young Papworth. Papworth finds a target in Daly Water, is very steady. What you really need in these conditions to Daly Water. Daly Water looks inboard. Very weird kick there. Coleman gathers, goes down the line of McWilliams, the joint skipper, presents up the football well. McWilliams back on that wing there. It's played between the arcs in this third quarter. McWilliams goes down the line and Pescado's there. Creates the contest. Barling attends the contest as well. Papworth there. Papworth gathers. Great pressure there from young Devery. Handballs the ball out. That's Winner and Abel over on the far wing. And I think that's McWilliams who's held the football in.
And you're right, Parker Fawcett, he's probably carried this under-18 side a fair bit when he hasn't been playing senior footy with the St Mary's Premier League team. 3 players I would like to see, and he's been involved a couple of times that passage. Anthony McWilliams, Jed Fairchild's another, and Izzy Baldock. They've already started this quarter well, but it needs to translate onto the scoreboard.
Even going back to like when I coached at this level, you know you've got 5 or 6 very good players out and you want to see who can stand up out of those blokes on the fringes, and I'm not too certain. I think Madril's been good, but yeah, they've really struggled. They really need to lift in the second half, the Saints boys.
So Coleman, ball just went a bit far and he got a fist to it, but getting back to it was Clancy McCormick. He's been very good for them tonight. That kick out of the defensive 50, it'll work out for them eventually. Dalla just threw ball onto his boot. Here's Nathaniel, picks it up, just manages to capture anything he wants with those arms, and he was caressed over the boundary line, so a throw in, but good work from Tars to work it forward there.
Yeah, definitely was. Big Emboscado's been really good down there, McCormick and the Tools and Nathaniel as well, the key backs. They've really restricted their forwards today. Got the contest here on the true centre wing. Footy comes in again, 1,000 numbers around the footy. Madrill gathers and handballs forward, get moving that football forward. Pressure is applied on the Waratah player, but he gathers, handballs out, and Pescado taps it out to the side. Running onto it there, but the ball runs out again. I think for the last 2 minutes, hasn't it? Well, it's just been played out maybe even longer than 2 minutes. It's probably been 4 minutes just on the far side here.
Yeah, it's neither team can really get it, as you said, beyond those arcs. We'll see who can break the deadlock. Ball bounces over the top, and I think it'll be Paulson getting close to it again, but I think that was Fawcett who just worked it forward there. Again, just runs into a Tars defender. He picks it up, kicks it forward. Marked another intercept, so kick to kick. This is with Connor Williams from St Mary's, just behind centre. Plays on and kicks it very, very wide to no one really. It bounces over the boundary line. What will they call? It's deliberate.
Jeez, deliberate. That is what it is. But St Mary's really they've got to realise they're behind on the scoreboard here. They're going to have to really get the football inside 50 and not going long. Boundary side's not the option at this time of the game. And Pescado at half back. Bit of a shank kick, but it works. Doesn't. Romolo gathers, goes inside 50. That's what you need to do. Long and direct. McWilliams there. Ball gets out the side. Barling clean. Turns on a dime. Snaps the football back to the half back line. Willen and Abel, who's wants it the most. Madril's there. Burke does tackle without the football and does get a free kick. Joel Burke. Got to get this football in long. You got Cock here. You got to go to the space. Go to the fat side, and they go to the pocket again. Armat flies. Spoiled. Ball to the ground. Who's there? Armat regathers. Palms off. Looks for an option. Handballs out. Finds Fawcett, the joint captain. Taking in a good tackle. Pressure's applied. Football's there. Who wants it? Fawcett again wins the football, hands it out. Jewel gets it. Handball just boots it down to the scoreboard.
Keep going, Robbie, keep going.
And Nathaniel's there, the man of the moment. McWilliams there to Bush. Bush held without the football, doesn't get a free kick. Romulo gathers, turns on a dime, handballs out to Stefanidakis. Nick Stefanidakis goes long down the line. Contest, got a fly. Football there, Emboscado, the big centre half back who's been very good today, marks the football at half back for the Warriors.
He exits that defensive 50 now. Good intercept there from Jed Fairchild. Looking forward to what we can see from him in this half. He kicks it inside 50 now. Cock was the target, but he couldn't find him. Emboscado, he's been very good in that back line there. And they work it forward. They're not letting anything come out easy for St Mary's. Ball has just been a bit forward of centre for St Mary's in this one, but they still can't hit the scoreboard. A free kick now. Is this the opportunity they've been looking for? It'll go to Izzy Baldock.
Still got Armat deep one-on-one here, but Izzy Baldock's come back. It looks like he's going to try a shoot here. He's got a shoot. But yeah, you're still 2-on-1 in the square here for the Sainers. Looks like he's going to put it up. No, he's going to shoot. That's falls short. Armat's going to fly. Armat flies. Oh,
bounce through.
Touched. Oh. St Mary's now are on 6 behind. So that's the first score as well, Will, for the third quarter. 10 minutes in.
Yeah, so it's taken both sides a while to hit the scoreboard in each quarter we've seen. McCormack, he's been very good tonight. Underrated game. He kicks it long and will pop out the back. Here's Murphy. He taps it forward. He's very prolific on this wing early in this quarter. Working it forward though, Ethan Bush for St Mary's. Couldn't find Baldock easy. Duller, he puts some pressure on. He picks it up now, gets a very good handball out over the top. Polly Farmer-esque handball, a very big leaping one over the top. Now with Murley. And it's just kicked into space. It's exactly what you need. Hopefully for his sake the umpire doesn't call deliberate, but they did on the other flank. He's called for a throw in there. So great work. I didn't quite see who that was. Had a pole him away there.
Yeah, Murdoch done the snap kick out there, and Saints with the forward 50, but they got to be quicker getting that football in.
Just
to Armat.
Just touching on Armat, and I think he's been playing mainly on Clancy McCormack. You look at them, and Armat looks like a much bigger player. As we said, he's been doing some pretty good leads, but McCormack's probably got the better of him tonight. He's just using his arms a bit better, using his body a bit better, and not afraid of the contest.
No, I definitely agree. McCormack's got the chocolate so far.
Ball comes in now at the fall of it. Fairchild. In fact, no, that was Ethan Bush. A few of them donning that same haircut down there in St Mary's. There's another one. He kicks it out of the back pocket. Just high and long, but there's a few players in red and white there. None of them could mark it. Tackled without the ball by Fairchild, and it'll be holding without it. Free kick will go the way of Toby Papworth.
The Waratahs' defence as well is set up very good there. Emboscado and Barling were ready to read that ball. Papworth, just goes about his business in the back pocket, back flank. He's got Mar deep on the side pocket here. Mar drops the mark, but will gather. Steps. Oh, he's got a tackle here from young Stefanakis. Yanni, the younger brother of Nick. Murdoch kicks it in, corridor, looks for an option. Is that a goal?
It is a goal.
Kicked it.
What a ripper.
William Murdoch. A bit of luck there, but, luck goes a long way when you just keep going and working hard there, Will. And Will Murdoch's just kicked one from the boundary, 45 out.
And obviously he's just said thank you as well to his teammate Bevan Ma. He did very good work there. Wasn't clean, but he produced a very good target then. As you can see, he's just worked the ball forward a little bit, and Murdoch's finished it off. Great effort there. Snap on the left foot. Not sure if he's left or right footed, but wasn't pretty off the boot. But he just got into the right spot, and it's bounced through. Let the wet ground do the rest.
Yeah, moves Waratahs to 4-3-27, and it's just the tail of the tape how football goes sometimes. Saints with probably 3 or 4 repeat inside 50s. Waratahs get the ball down, 1 inside 50, or barely at inside 50. It's 45 out in the pocket, and Will Murdoch just does that quick kick to the corridor, and it just drifted through.
And you look at the scoreboard, it's 6 behinds to 4 goals 3, so only 6 scoring shots to 7, and probably should be closer than it is. Obviously a 21-point lead now in a low-scoring affair, but Tars definitely deserve to be in front. Yeah,
they definitely do, and they've been the better side so far tonight, and Saints going to really need to find something in this, pretty much in this last quarter. We've only got 2 minutes 40 to go here. 16-minute quarters here in the under-18 football, so it is quick, high-intensity football. We've got Jewel going up against the underman McWilliams. A beautiful tap to Cooper Best, reads it well, sprints from the contest, looks inside 50, looks for his man Daily Water, and he, I was going to say drink water, but Daily Water. So Daily Water marks. That was a beautiful ruck contest there, and Jewel to Best is very prolific in this under-18 age group. It's probably as prolific as Gone down to Oliver. So Daily Water here lining up. This will put the game, and he's kicked it.
And a bit of deja vu in the first quarter. He kicked his first just a minute after the first in that quarter. He kicks his second goal in his third quarter a minute later after Will Murdoch kicked his. So Waratah extend their lead out to 27 points, and you just about say that's the nail in the coffin. It is early days, but it's a low-scoring affair.
St Mary's to get back in this game. Braxton Armat, maybe. Cock. They're both two very good forwards. Maybe have to move them up onto the ball, maybe. Gives you a different look with Parker Fawcett, maybe. But Armat's just not getting the football into him enough. So it'd be good to see Armat up on the footy. They
probably do need someone at centre-half forward of his calibre taking a mark and giving them an opportunity to go inside forward. That's what they've been lacking tonight. They've got Coleman there, but he hasn't really had an impact when he hasn't been in the ruck. He's been good in the ruck, but otherwise he hasn't really had much of an impact on the contest.
Yeah, very true. And they've got Mick Williams here, very undersized here, going up against Jewel. Jewel will win this down easy. Ian Orr there with a quick snap out of the contest. Dulla reads it, but goes over his head. Daily Water's there, got me again, but Daily Water goes and crumbs again, but Dulla's with the snap, quick snap out to Bevan Maher. Bevan Maher with the contest on Nathaniel. And Inspector Gadget just knocks it through there to the boundary pocket for a ball in. St Mary's won't be able to score here unless something real quick ball movement with 38 seconds to go. The Waratahs get an opportunity here, Will, to get one more goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brendan Nathaniel, he's another one who's had a bit of an underrated game. We've probably called him a fair bit tonight and been very impressed with him. He's got a lot of size he can still put onto his frame and add to his game, but plenty of years of footy ahead of him. Dulla, he crumbs it, throws on the boot, doesn't quite hit it right, and it might be out on the full. It is.
Out on the full for Waratahs here, getting a shot? No. Oh, they are.
They are, so it must have bounced off someone.
Yep. So he's got to be careful. He's got counting down the clock here. 4, 3, 2, 1.
He'll kick it after the siren. He can't play on.
Does he? Yeah.
Can't run off his line either.
So he's got to. Yep. Does he know what he's got to do? He can go over to the boundary here on the other side and snap from that right on that spot, but looks like he's going for a drop punt. He is a highly skilled footballer, William Dulla.
Would you go the drop punt here or the check side?
Go the check side.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe he didn't know the rules. You can move back. So that's takes Waratahs to 5-3-33 to St Mary's 0-6-6. The goal kickers, Will, I've got him here actually.
Yeah, so we've got in that quarter we had Murdoch and Javone Daily Water kicked one each. That was Daily Water's second. He's got 2 and leading all comers. Also singles to Josh Alba, son of the coach, and to Ethan Barling. He kicked the first of the game. St Mary's obviously yet to score. Just the 6 behinds, but as we noted, it's 8 scoring shots to 6, so there shouldn't be as much of a margin in this one as there is. St Mary's just haven't been clean, and Tars made the most of their opportunity. We'll be back after this short break for the final quarter.
To the left of your radio, they go.
Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Beautiful. Goes for home and has nailed an absolute ripstorter. From the pocket, and he's kicked an absolute ripper.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium here with Rob Hale and Will Zawar. Will, Waratahs have been very good today, leading St Mary's by 27 points here coming into the last quarter.
Yeah, interesting game here. Probably beyond St Mary's, unfortunately, but we'll just see a bit of character in them perhaps. See if they can claw back this margin. They sit top of the ladder, potentially a finals preview, and they'd want to show Waratah that if they do come up against them in that final series, it's not going to be the same result. Ball early comes forward for Waratah, but Saints get a handball back over the top. Good use of the body there by Murley. He's probably been one of the best players all night, I'd say.
Definitely.
Consistent all the way through. Kicking it through is Cooper Best. Gets a handball out now. Izzy Bordock just overran it. Coleman, he kicks it into the middle. Running to it now will be Lamine Jolla. But he overruns it, and Tars just use it a bit better. Daly Water put in a good contest. And Dulla has put on a strong tackle and himself a free kick. He'll play on and go. Just gets beyond him, gets outside 50, kicks it to the goal square. Ma lurking. It'll bounce through just the wrong side of the post. That would have been something special if Dulla could have kicked it.
Yeah, he looks a bit like Ross Tungatama a bit when he just done that little bit of burst, and very smart footballer, William Dulla.
Oh, even just his mannerisms. He's got the socks sort of 3/4 of the way pulled up, and that hairstyle as well.
Bit of Rocco about him. Is this Ethan Bush kicking out? Yep, Ethan Bush going long down the line here, looking for an option. Going to Baldock. Baldock flies. Ian Orr marks that football.
I'd like to see a bit more pressure on that from Baldock. Wasn't to be though.
Definitely. Ian Orr goes back corridor to Dulla, overcooks the kick, and Nick Stephanakis marks the ball at true centre half back for St Mary's. Looking for a switch, one way in, one way out. Goes to the back wing here, McWilliams. McWilliams pushed in the back there. Clear free kick, but Yanni Stephanakis runs inside 50, kicks the footy to Braxton Armat, Byron Armat. Football gets out great from McCormick, great pressure from Devery, and the free kick is paid to, is it McCormack, or is it? I think that's McCormack, the joint captain, who has been very good today.
Just this backline structure is really impressive for Waratah at such a young level. They're sort of already priming, and you can see the transition pretty smoothly into the senior program. This kick now out from Olsen, has just gone and been intercepted by Baldock, who's been okay tonight. Not his best game, as you mentioned, in the 3/4 time break, but that kick into the corridor, if it hit a target, would have been good. Wasn't to be. O'Dwyer, he's at the bottom. And Tars just getting their hands on it more. Here comes Baldock now, inside 50 towards goal. Will this be their first of the night? Great defensive work there from Clancy McCormack, the captain, and that's why he's been one of the best players tonight. Just not giving up at all. They don't want to give away a goal, I don't think, Robbie.
Yeah, he'd have to be in the best three on the ground probably for mine as well. Clancy McCormack looking for a kick out here. He's got Best short if he wants him, and he takes the option. Does he hit? Yep, hits. Cooper Best on the half-back flank here. Marks the footy, handballs off to his partner in crime, best mate Barling. Barling torpedoes the footy, check sides it out to the wing. Murley with the contest. Ian Orr's there. Murley first to the football. Check sides the football back down the line, snaps it down the line. Stephanakis cuts across. Beautiful work. Needs to be clean here. Taps the footy, regathers the football, handballs it out to his mate Bush. Jules there first. The big man, 6'6", gets to the football, soggers it forward to Murdoch, front and centre. Murdoch's played on. Murdoch running inside 50. Early shot on goal, and he shoots and misses. So that's Murdoch's second behind, and really would have been the nail in the coffin for mine, Will.
Bit of X factor about him, and Lamine Jolla is just letting him know. So too is, I think that's Inspector Gadget over there, Brendan Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Bit hungry there, but right idea. Don't mind a bit of X factor from a player like Murdoch. That ball comes in, force it, marks on the back flank. Been a bit of a leader tonight, but probably played a bit of a sole role and not enough support to make it one of his best games. He kicks it down the line, down this wing. Good contest there. He was out of position, but Joel Burke has really tried to have an influence there. He's been held, so we get a free kick. Haven't mind Joel Burke's game. He hasn't gotten plenty of it, but he's generally used it pretty well. See what he can do here. Not a good kick at all.
They've just been off tonight, haven't they, St Mary's? Clayton Jewell the mark at true centre wing here, looking for an option down the line. Saints have a few numbers back in Williams and Bush and Burke. He goes in that direction. One of those boys will mark the footy. Nuts dips out the back. Burke misses it. Murdoch's there. Deep. Williams with clean possessions, boots the ball forward. Emboscado's there for Waratahs, drops the football that he could have taken, handballs the footy out. Good work. Jewel, do the bloody big jukes there and just grabs the footy. Another quick kick forward. McCormick there first for the footy, and Murdoch playing in front. Well, touch the umpire's call. Murdoch shoots, and does he? Gets it.
That one goes through. Great goal from Will Murdoch, and his second of the night.
Yeah, you want to see that from a young player playing in front. That's twice now the football's come in quick on him, to him, and he's had clean hands. That one was called touch, and was able to turn quickly and snap truly. Bit of an unorthodox snap. But yeah, there was your guy again, Cooper Murley. Called him something else just then, but Murley and McCormack have been very good for Waratahs, and Jewel as well. Probably the best three players on the ground for mine, Will, so far.
Yeah, I'd also throw Ollie Paulson's name in there, particularly early. I think he was almost the difference in that first quarter, where they really just got ahead in that sort of last 5 minutes of that quarter.
Yeah, St. Mary's really, you probably want to get a goal to finish the game here. Ethan Coleman's in the ruck. You've got Baldock.
Suddenly it's 34 points the difference.
You only got 10 minutes left here, so it's definitely... it's not impossible, but it's very close to it. So, going to need a very good clearance here from Ethan Coleman. Best and Fairchild giving each other a bit of niggle in the middle here behind Coleman, the ruckman. Coleman goes up against Jewel. Jewel wins it down. Baldock's there first, but Ian All gathers. Boots the ball inside 50. Brendan Nathaniel's there, read it first for the St. Mary's, and looking for an option. Being the best player for St. Mary's for mine by a country mile, Nathaniel. The Dustin Fletcher clone goes long down the line. Contest, Fawcett pushed out of it. Cooper Best there, beautiful gather. Breaks a tackle, breaks two tackles. Ian All check sides the football the other side. Murdoch, who's pretty tired, is trying to get there. Joel Burke, first to the football. Does he get there? He doesn't. Waratah player gathers, looks inside corridor, will go himself, checks a bit of a mongrel kick in, but Nathaniel again has cut off a lot of play, just torpedoes it out to the true centre wing. Romolo there, Mick Williams, footy comes out, Yanni Stefanakis boots the ball forward, Matt's there, but Murdoch beats that McCormick again, beats into the footy, spoils it down, handballs out again. Emboscado clean, handballs it out to Barling, and the Waratah defence just running off at will here. A bit of a rush kick forward. Joel Burke's there to read it first. Skips past him.
Great work there from Murdoch.
Young Murdoch. He's gathered it again. Kick 2-2 for the day so far. And he finds his mate Duller. William Duller, the Tiwi Bomber Premier League footballer there, Will.
Yeah, great work from Will Murdoch. He's had a fantastic final quarter. Obviously kicked one. Had a bit of pressure on the scoreboard prior to that. And he's potentially given his mate Will Duller a goal assist. I've loved his game and this sort of X factor in class and flair that he's showing. Duller, he comes in, just 2 steps off. Will that do? It's a high ball, and probably if he'd given himself a bit more of a run-up, it would have been a bit lower, a bit straighter. Wasn't to be. They extend the lead out 6-6-42 to just 6 behinds for a total of 6, so 36-point lead here. Played on. Is that, I think it's Nick
Stefanakis, yeah.
Stefanakis. Takes him on. And just not sure about that kick, but it finds Izzy Baldock all by himself. He plays on now. He kicks it down the wing. Bounces through the hands of McWilliam. Emboscado, he gets his hands on it and works it forward. Only as far as Fawcett. He works it forward now, and here's Yanni Stefanakis. Ball spills out. Devery will be first to it. He's got a teammate, an opponent to beat, in Toby Papworth. Papworth, as we said, he's just played his role tonight, but Stefanakis gets it. He kicks it inside 50. A free kick will go the way of St Mary's. So 8.5 minutes into the final quarter. They haven't kicked one yet. Is this an opportunity? Again, just too slow off the mark, Robbie.
Yeah, just take too long to get the football in. And Matt's in the middle here. Worked himself up the ground, which is fine. Get some momentum happening. Ethan Coleman there. Good hard contest by the Waratah player in your man McCormick. And the ball goes out in the St Mary's forward pocket. St Mary's have really struggled without the boys, the big African boys in Big Semi and Ed Namambo and Brett Wilson. They'll get those guys back in. And Waratahs are the few blokes as well on the bench there. Players that have played Premier League football that might be in the Premier League tomorrow. So definitely a great win here, Will, for the Waratah Football Club to get their top 3 chances alive. Emboscado rucks his contest. Ball goes down the back. Who's there? Ian Orr Sounds like a mining company. Dishes the football out. Burke's not clean. Duller is. Yeah.
Sounds like a Winnie the Pooh character as well. Ball comes inside of the centre square.
Contest.
Murdoch's got a
Beautiful.
couple to beat, but it bounces over the top. Here's Bevan Maher. Is he quick enough? Not quite, but he throws boot to ball. Bit of a foot race and a mark running back to young Brendan Nathaniel with his go-go gadget arms. He now does a bit of a switch kick, but he overcooks it to McPhee. Finally getting to it, Daniel Morgan. He's been okay tonight. He gets it over to McPhee. Again, McPhee goes down the line. Finds his man there in Jovan Parry. Parry takes a bounce as he tackled. That's holding the ball every day of the week. Good work there from Noah O'Dwyer. Just lets him know about it. Tells them all to slow down. Really don't think they want to concede. They just work it forward now, and they're in control of this one well and truly, and just trying to show a bit of discipline despite the fact, which I don't mind, as we said, it's sort of prepping them and priming them for that senior grade footy. They all know an opportunity's here if they can play well this week. Working it forward now.
Oh, Murdoch.
Early to
Go for his
Murdoch.
third. He's got
That's
it.
gone through.
So Will Murdoch's outscored the Sainers today. Beautiful crumb, and that was our guy again there, Cooper Murley. I can't remember his background, Cooper Murley. I think he's a Victorian boy that comes up for holidays and has a couple of mates here, and he's definitely a good football and probably been the best player on the ground, Cooper Murley, along with McCormick.
I'd say, yeah, Murley's definitely best on, and as we see, he's just set up his mate for the second time this quarter. So Murley to Murdoch, goal. Murdoch owes him a couple of goals, I think, the next time they play.
Yeah, and Waratah's getting a bit of percentage here as well, which will be good for their top three chances. One of the Waratah boys coming off now with an injury. And Big Jules been very good, but half back line, yeah.
Against limited opponent, might I add. He's has been very good, but when you're 3 feet taller than the next horse player on the ground, it's...
Yeah, well, it's taken... We're at a three-quarter time to bring Ahmad into the ruck, and it's taken them, 11 minutes to make the move. Contest here in the middle. Cox in there. Kicks the sockers the ball out from Fawcett. Fawcett's gathered? Is St Mary's player. Dishes it out to McPhee, son of Rod McPhee. Snaps the football inside 50. Yanni Stefanakis is there with the long hair. Pick it up, Yanni. He does. The handballs it out to Cock. Cock gets it. A good footballer. He's been quiet today, though. Mick Williams gathers, gives it back to Cock. Cock, is he going to shoot? He shoots. No, he goes short to Coleman and misses the target, and the footy goes out inside the forward 50 for St Mary's. Yanni Stefanakis as well, one of those young players that's come up from the under-16s, Will. So it's I think it's one of his first games in the 18s, which will be good for his experience.
Yeah, he's been had an interesting night. Probably didn't call his name until the second half, but he's built himself and got more and more into the game. Unfortunately for him, that's sort of when the game was dead and buried, but still a good experience for him, and hopefully he'll be a mainstay for Saints in the years to come in this under-18 side.
Yeah, ruck contest here, and Pescado hits it down. McWilliams is there, handballs out to Fawcett. Great tackle by the Tars player in Noah O'Dwyer. I love the name Noah, son's name. So throws the footy back up. Cooper Best been very good tonight in an under sort of player. Big Jewel, big tap ruckman, the big Gorney. Handball knocks it down to Duller. Duller with a corridor kick to our guy McCormack, who's been very good. Finds his teammate, his back pocket plumber in Toby Papworth. Papworth, you can take the sting out of it, and he does. Takes his time and goes long down the line looking for Paulson. Paulson flies. Footy goes to the front. Paulson gathers himself. Breaks 3 tackles. Handballs the football out to Murph. Mitchell Murphy goes long. Oh, here we go. Big Bevan Maher
gives away the free
gives
kick.
Away the free kick. He was out as well, Will.
He was keen for it.
Had the whole paddock to work with. Nathaniel is probably 30th possession, I'd probably suspect.
Here comes John Vrodos. Puts some pressure on. He might have an opportunity. Also running through, Mitch Murphy. Gets the hands out to Murphy. He's got Nathaniel to beat. Keeps him to ground, and he'll get a free kick, will he? Yep. Brendan Nathaniel had a pretty good game tonight, but just gave one away there. And Mitch Murphy, who had the tackle of the night on this wing in the third quarter, has a chance to get a reward on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I just pulls him back around.
Don't know if he has too many shots at goal, Mitch Murph, so I think he's trying to have a go here.
Be a big kick. It probably won't make the distance, but Big Mars at the bottom, no, just bounces over. We touched on Noah O'Dwyer. Rob, do you know if he's any relation to Big Daniel O'Dwyer, the fullback of the Prem side?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, though, so I'm not certain on that one. But
no, if so, good pedigree there in the O'Dwyers.
He's playing across half back, I think. Ethan Bush goes long down the flank here Football gets spoiled out the back. Gathered by Madrill, who has been good for St Mary's in that back pocket role. Best there gathers, being clean below his knees. Probably the best player in the first half. Best handballs the football out, finds his mate in Murdoch. Murdoch hits the ball full, but there's a free kick. I think it's from a hit to Cooper Best late, maybe. But no, it's not a free kick. All right, so contest happened, and we'll be getting the throw in here. Minute 13 to go now, Will. So been a great win here from the Warriors.
Yeah, I've just got a few asterisks here next to some of the better plays. Most of them, in fact, all of them so far are with the Tars, but I really like the game of Cooper Murley, as we said. He's probably been one of the best on ground. Also really like the work early of Ollie Paulson. Probably dropped off a little bit, but second on ground for me would be Clancy McCormack, and third on ground probably goes to William Duller. He's been very good all night. Yeah,
William Duller has been very good. I would give it to Brendan Nathaniel at the one vote, but when you lose by this margin, I just don't believe in it. It hits the football to Murdoch. Maybe I'll give Murdoch third. He's been very good, but coming in late in the game. Murdoch looks inside 50 for Ma. Ball gets out the back. Leo King hits. Oh, Duller, there's your guy.
Here comes
he has
Duller.
A snap.
Oh, well wide. And for St Mary's, I thought, I think we mentioned though, probably players who needed to come into it a bit more, but Jed Fairchild's been very good. I've also liked Nick Stephanidakis' game. And another one would be Ethan Coleman.
Ethan Coleman tried.
He's tried all night.
Tried hard.
Yeah.
Very hard when you're going up against a ruckman that's probably 6'6", 6'7" in height.
And just looking at Brendan Nathaniel's game, without him, it could have been a much bigger margin. There it is in the end. It's 7 behinds to 7 goals, 7:49. So a 42-point lead here, and Waratah win this clash. Third versus first. Does that put them on top of the ladder, Robbie?
No, it doesn't, but it might if Palmerston win. I don't know if Palmerston have a bye though, but Palmerston and Saints are on the joint points and might move Palmerston to the top of the ladder with percentage. Goal kickers, Murdoch kicked 3, Daly Water 2, Barling and Alba 1 apiece, and there was no goal kickers for St Mary's. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for TIO NCFL football tomorrow.